So Caden Fulcher moving into the goal down to our right. It'll be Brandstrom in the net to our left. I'm not sure if I'm assuming every player probably going to get a chance here, right?
I think everybody has enjoyed this game except the goaltenders.
Oh, Giovanni Smith. Angles in. Oh, great move, but what a save by Caden Fulcher.
He did exactly what he wanted, Giovanni Smith.
Showed some great hands there, didn't he?
Sometimes you just have to tip your cap to the opposition. Great save.
Team Howe, or Team Lindsay that is, it'll be Gogolev. Right down the slot he goes, a little backhander and scores right between the pads.
Well, the way the game has gone, I guess you can't be surprised that we're going to probably see a lot of goals in the shootout.
So they're going to go up and down the benches? Everybody going to get a chance here?
Yeah, looks like it. I mean,
Big Setkoff. Out now,
not what we expected necessarily, that everybody's going to get a shot, but
Fulcher stops him with a right pad. I'm sure the goaltenders are probably thinking, gosh, it couldn't get any worse than it did in regulation time, so here's my chance to redeem myself, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure how they're determining this, but it almost looks like first guy off the bench. If you're quick enough, you can do it. Valeno now.
Joe Valeno. Right in on Brandstrom, the shot, he scores, and they're lighting it up at one end, not so much at the other.
You know, certainly liking Zadina is a no-brainer, but Valeno's been impressive too.
Oh, Dan Manis is certainly excited about this, right?
Yes, he certainly is. He's keeping his distance, staying an old pro at it by now.
Here's Golod now in backhander. I don't think they've scored on Fulcher, have they? I guess they.
Yeah, the first shooter did, I think.
I think Fulcher stopped everything so far. Now Berggren will attempt to add to what is a rather insurmountable lead, if you're keeping track anyway, here in the shootout. And I don't think Brandstrom stopped one, has he?
No.
Berggren goes backhand, forehand, tucks it inside the left post.
I'll be interested to see Michael Rasmussen on this.
Here we go. Rasmussen trying to crack the armor of Fulcher. Can't do it as Fulcher stops him as well.
I'm not surprised that he just went in there and fired.
That's it. Nope.
He's saving his deke move for the NHL.
Jack Adams, who had a couple of goals in the game.
Jack has a good touch around the net. Chris Draper told us that in between the first and second period.
Out of Union College, Adams cuts in, almost came to a complete stop, and then snapped the shot wide of the net. How do you feel about that, by the way? The shootout now, the breakaways, where guys go in and almost come to that. That was unheard of back in the day. You just raced in, either shot it or you made a move, and that was it.
And here we go with Zadina.
Philip Zadina.
He loves that top corner. Unbelievable. I don't know how that does not put a smile on your face. I mean, I know I'm overreacting, but doggone it, I'm going to.
No, you're not overreacting at all.
That is impressive. That is just impressive. How he slid to 6, I'll never know, but thank you, hockey gods.
Fans are going to leave this building. And those of you watching, already excited about the future, but even more so after witnessing some of that. And now they call it quits. Now all the prospects just acknowledging the crowd of what, 400? Is that what this place seats?
I think they're acknowledging you, Bob, and the fine call that you made.
Yeah. Dan Cleary with the black eye. Did you see him down below? Took a
Yes.
puck in the face earlier this week. Team photo time, and as I mentioned, Art, pleasure for me to get a chance to come down and just hang out with you guys, and kind of out of my element here, not doing radio.
Oh, you did a fine job. It was
working with you guys. A joy just to be down here and see the building.
Yeah,
And
pretty cool. I mean,
working with you two, Darren, all week, it's been a pleasure. I've known Darren a long time. I admired him. I remember him as a player. I remember him in the old purple there as a King, and obviously as a Red Wing. And it's just been an extraordinary week for me. And to top it off, doing this, the red and white game with you two gentlemen, really just been an honor and a privilege for me. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I appreciate it.
stop it.
I thought speechless there
first
for a
of
moment.
all,
I want to make you guys cry. That's my goal. Tears welling up in your eyes.
Fans will be allowed to come out and interact. You talk about the excitement level. I think those that have embraced and accepted the fact that the Red Wings are in that rebuild again, you come away from the draft really fired up, and you come here this week, especially today, Art, and I don't think you can understate how excited you would have to feel after watching some of these prospects, and capped off with that goal, Rasmussen to Zadina to win it in overtime, and then Zadina's goal in the shootout.
Well, early on, we saw Michael Rasmussen's hand-eye coordination with that tip-in. And at the end, we saw Philip Zadina just pick that top corner, which was amazing. I mean, certainly he's a high-end player, and a lot of dekes, but the play that won the game for Team Howe between Rasmussen and Zadina, no sooner was it on his stick, a nice pass there from Michael from behind the net, and bam, the game is over. Just impressive. A lot of high-end talent. I'm sure the Red Wings have to be pleased. And if you're a Red Wing fan, team may take its lumps here for a while, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to see some very good players, and sooner, I believe, rather than later, the Wings will be back being the Detroit Red Wings that we know.
One of the things I love about hockey and always have, and I felt blessed just to be in this game, is the accessibility players to the fans, and we're getting a glimpse of that again here in the Red Wings organization, making the players who are certainly more than willing and happy to stick around on the ice after a 2.5-hour game or 2-hour game, whatever it winds up being, and signing autographs, and fans now not only getting a chance to see these players from afar and watch them play, but now get a chance just for a brief moment or two anyway to go out on the ice and rub elbows with them, maybe have a little chat. But man, I'm fired like you are. I'm fired up.
I am definitely fired up.
I love what we've seen here the last couple of weeks with the draft and the selections and the hard work this Red Wing organization put into being more than prepared, highly prepared for the draft. And boy, they come away from it with
and
some real high-end prospects, no doubt.
Have to take a moment and compliment the Red Wing staff and the staff here at Little Caesars Arena, because this was really well done. There was no hiccup at all. Everybody really worked their tails off, and I know that the experience for the fans made our job easier, the PR staff, everybody. Just a wonderful experience, this development camp here at the Belfor Training Center inside Little Caesars Arena. I don't think there's going to have to be much troubleshooting because everything went off without a hitch.
And contrary to popular belief, there are hockey players that still are without teeth. You saw Riley Webb there taking a photo with a fan. Missing a chiclet, as they say. Guys, thanks a ton, huh? Appreciate it, Darren and Art. Enjoyed it.
yeah, really well done, as you said, Art.
So we'll bring an end to this day anyway, but it left a great taste in the mouths of all Red Wings fans, no doubt, to what we witnessed here all week and capped off with a game here today.
We have to say goodbye already?
We do. Thanks, guys.
Can't Zadina come out and shoot a couple more times?
That does it here today. A great week of hockey with young prospects here in Detroit at Belfor Training Center, attached to Little Caesars Arena. The future is very bright, folks. No question about that. And we saw some of that on display here today. My thanks to Darren Eliot, Art Regner, and to all of you tuned in watching today. We enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Have a great summer, and stay fired up for Red Wings hockey this fall. Early October when the Red Wings host the Columbus Blue Jackets to kick off the 18-19 campaign. Thanks, everybody. So long from Belfor Training Center in downtown Detroit.